But I do want to make a few comments before I get started. And I always make these comments around this time of the year, every year for 10th grade, so that you don't make mistakes that are going to affect you when you get to the 12th grade.
You have an exam right now, so you can't do it, and after the exam you have a grade. So is it fine if you can talk to your
Well, ask her, can you go when you complete the exam? Can you go when you complete the exam? Okay. So I would like to take this opportunity to make a few comments. These comments I make around this time of the year for every 10th grade. So to save them from the problems of 12th grade. Look, listen to me. I tutored the ACT for over 20 years. There are some things that I would tell you as a tutor that I wouldn't tell you as a, there's some things I wouldn't tell you as a tutor that I can tell you as your teacher. Now, let me start with the things I would not tell you as a tutor. Had you called or contacted me or whatever, or your parents. Because the first thing I used to ask is which grade is your student in? And then if they say 10th grade, I would say perfect, just in time for them to prepare. As a teacher, 10th grade is the worst time to prepare. Yes? As a salesman, you're not always going to tell things exactly the way they are. I mean, it is what it is. It's business. So, contacted me, 10th grade, perfect, because I got you at least until the end of 11th grade. That's just more money. Do you need it? No. Actually, it's the worst time to prepare. And it's the absolute worst time to take the actual test the summer or end of 10th grade. That's the worst time. The worst time. And I'm telling you this as a teacher. As a tutor, it's your best opportunity to see your level. And that's what I'm going to prepare you for. We're going to look for taking your first trial. We're going to look for you taking that maybe June, July, whenever they offer it, because that's your best opportunity for you to know your level. As a teacher, it's the worst thing you can do. There is no such thing as a trial, a test, a pre-SAT or ACT. That time you take it, your score, your level is registered with the College Board. And they know what your base level is. They do not throw away that score when you take it again. No, they measure this next time you take it with the time that you took it. And almost guaranteed. Yes.
She's in 10A. She wants to sit with me in the second session in 10B. Can I do that?
It's up to the teacher.
It's up to me?
No, the teacher who she has right now.
She has a substitution.
Still up to the teacher.
So it's fine with me?
You have to get the permission from the teacher. Yeah.
So it's fine.
Yeah. Okay, so that score does not go anywhere. In most cases, it determines what your next score will be. In other words, let me try to put it in terms that you can understand. Okay? The College Board is a data collection organization. They collect data on education. The people they get the data from is you. And they share that data with other companies, organizations that deal with education. So, when they give you the test is like an experiment. And they determine certain things when you do the experiment. They take that information and they share it with others. People who make educational material, they share it with universities that are doing studies on maybe the level of 16-year-olds from the 1960s to the 2024s. Because even my mother took this test. So they still have the information of those students who took it way back in the 50s. And they can tell what are the trends with reading level, writing, grammar, stuff like that. So they use that information. So when you take this test, they record your data and they keep it. They also compare that to the next time you take it. So in other words, let's say you got a 14 the first time. If the score was 14. So you got a 14 the first time. As a tutor, this is what I would tell you. Don't worry about that. I can get you at least a 28. But according to the data that the College Board has collected, you're not even going to get a 20. The percentage of those who get a 20 is like 0.000010%. So I already know you ain't going to get it. But I can't tell you that because you're going to just say bye to me and you're going to hire the person who tells you you can get it. So why not it be me? So I'm going to tell you, yeah, I get you a 20. Don't worry about it. We got it. All right, let's get down to the business. As a teacher, it ain't going to happen for you. So what does that mean? That means the first time you take the test, you have to be absolutely prepared. You have to be prepared more than any other time because that first score, it will determine a lot. It will determine how high you raise it. Now, there are some tutors who say they have increased student scores by 50, 60%. And, we can do it, but they're lying to you. They have not done that before. It's just a big lie. So, the test College Board made was designed for the 11th grade student in the spring of the 11th grade year. As a 10th grader, that does not include you. They do not make a test for the 10th grade. 10th graders take the 11th grade test, hoping that I don't know what they're hoping for. I guess it's hoping that they get the score they would get in the 11th grade, which is weird because it never happens. It just never happens. So my advice to you, and I can give this advice to you, and I'm gonna give this advice to you before the end of the year. Number one, don't get any tutors now. It is not tutor time. That's number one. Number two, don't take the test until next year. We all understand. Now, if you don't take my advice, fine, don't take my advice. You're just going to be wasting money and wasting opportunities because you're going to be stuck with a low score trying to increase it. You're going to increase it the second time, but the third time it's going to come back down. So will your morale. You know what morale is? Yeah. So will your confidence. You know what will go up? Your anxiety, your stress, and a whole lot of pressure from your parents. Because they have to pay each time you take it, and they're not trying to have you take it 4 or 5 times. Okay, that's my advice. Nobody takes my advice anyway, but I like to give it just to say I gave it. Just so when I see somebody in 12th grade saying, I can't get an 18, talking about the ACT, I can't get an 18. I said, well, when did you take it? Well, I took it, you remember the last 10th grade? I said, why'd you do that? Anyway, okay, so let us continue here. I have a suggestion for you. If you are nervous about the tests that you have to take in the future, I have a suggestion for you. All right? I need everybody got their notebooks open? Open your notebooks, sir. All right? All right. Okay. All right, so, all right, here we go. You ready? Okay. R, E, A, D. There you go. There you go. That's all the advice you need. I said at the beginning of the quarter, I said I need everybody to go get a book, and everybody brought a book to class. Who has that book with them today? Oh, in the class. Somewhere in the class? You just tossed it in the class somewhere? When I say who has the book, you know I'm asking you who's reading the book, not who has it. Don't tell me about a book you got. Tell me about a book you're reading. All right. No, I'm talking about actively reading it. In fact, you should have already read it. If you still got the same book you had that day that I told you to bring a book, that means you hadn't read that book, because it shouldn't take you a month and a half to read a book. I hope. All right. Anyway, Rule 7. That's okay. A little bit of review. No problem. Especially for those individuals who didn't have the pleasure to be here today. All right. Yes, Nadine. Is this sentence correct? Is this sentence correct? Based on subject-verb agreement, because that's what we're talking about. No. No. Okay, and you don't know subject-verb agreement? That's basic sentence stuff. It's not correct. Everybody, because men is plural and of course is a singular, right? Yes? Yes? I'm talking to this young lady. Yes? Yes? What do you mean? You see it right here. One second. Men is plural, right? Man is one. Men is many. Okay. Yeah, and it should be are, not is. Yes? 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 Okay. You agree? You agree in the back? Yes. Malik, do you agree? Yes, so we see that. Excellent. Pearlie, you agree? Is what right? I'm asking you. Men is plural, yes? Men, yes. Men. Okay, it should be are, not is. Right? Yes? Yes, okay. You all Toa. You don't know the difference between men and man? Man is one, men. Okay, sure, it should be are, yes? Yes or no? Hello. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. And that's why it's important to come to class. Because it is not correct. Could somebody tell me why it is not correct? Number what? Along with should be taken off. Oh, along with. Okay, so we should just say the politician, the newsman. No. You said just take along with off. You said take out along with. I took it out. The politician, the newsman is. This expression is reminding whether to use a singular. So we're going to ignore number. Okay, that's what I did. The politician, the newsman is expected. It should be yes. You said remove along with. I did. I took along with out. I took along with out. The politician, the newsman is expected. Shortly. Huh?
It's not R.
It's not what?
R.
It should be R?
It's not.
It's not. I said it is.
It's not R.
It should be is.
Yeah.
Okay. Remove along with, right? Okay. So the politician, the newsman is expected shortly.
R.
You said R.
Yes.
Yes. That sound right. Okay, okay.
I'm right.
The politician, the newsman is expected shortly.
No R.
Or are expected shortly.
No, what is no? I don't like it. Something wrong. Something wrong, right?
I'm trying to figure it out. I mean, you said take off along with. I don't know, but I just want a question. Should we remove the newsmen too, or
No.
no? Leave the newsmen, but just take along with out.
The word that replace is with R.
Replace is with are. Okay. Is there anyone who was here yesterday who can assess the sentence for us? Okay, go ahead, Yassi. Okay, so we'll just move on. How about that? We'll skip 8 too. You know what I'm saying? We don't need 8. We'll just hope, and we'll skip all that too. Because we'll just hope that we don't come across those on the big test. We don't need to know all, and we don't need to know the none situation. We just keep going. No big deal. Forget about Rule 10. All right, and we'll forget Rule 11 too. All right. Just a few rules that you need to know. We don't need to know all the rules, right? It's okay. Why don't we just get right down to Rule 12? We did. Took Rule 11. Okay, Rule 11. There it is. Help me out. Ma'am, tell me about it. Fill in the blank. Is available. Excellent. Who disagrees? Can you fill in the blank for us again? Are available. Huh? Are, okay. Okay, everyone agrees? Yes? I tell you what, let's take a look at the rule and let's see when either and neither are subjects, they are always singular. So, which sentence should we put are?
None.
So we're not going to do either of them. They are both singular. Yes, and you're not writing down the rule because you already knew that. Or you're saying you're going to wait till a tutor tells you. Because usually when you write there, spending the money right at that moment is more important. It's more valuable. But that's okay. It ain't your money you're spending. So it don't matter, right? It's always more fun to spend somebody else's money. Or waste somebody else's money. You can waste it without, feeling like that, guilt. Right? Okay. Let us move on. This class, that's right. This class is a joke. It's funny. That's okay. It only gets funny when you get the report. I mean, it only gets serious when you get the report card. That's when nobody wants to laugh. That's when I'm laughing. Nobody wants to laugh when you get the report card. That's okay. That's okay. I haven't had a chance to laugh this quarter. Nah, I was waiting for the day after Sunday. All right, the Sunday is coming because it's the okay. All right, rule number 12. Okay, the words here and there have generally been labeled as adverbs, even though they indicate place in sentences. Beginning with here and there, the subject follows the verb. So let's see what we're talking about here. Oh, we got another fill in the blank over here. Sir, can you fill in that blank with something that is proper? We need one of them correct verbs. And base your decision with the rule and not with your own ideas of how it should be. Sir, can I get a verb? I'm talking about this young man here. Go ahead, sir. I need a verb. Are. Excellent. Everyone agrees? All right, sir, there it is. I agree. It looks like somebody's paying attention to the rule in here. Okay, if you didn't get that right, this might be a rule you want to write down. Look, you can take this as a joke and not serious, but I guarantee you, before the end of next year, you're going to know the rule. You're going to know this rule and many other rules. Yeah, so don't worry about it. I get this attitude with all 10th graders. They're not serious about learning rules, and then all of a sudden by the end of the 12th grade, they confirming various grammar rules with me. I'm like, wow, they sound like grammar specialists. Very interesting. Oh, okay. Can you fill in the blank again, sir? Yeah, let him handle it. He got it. Is. He ain't got to look long. You're like, man, I know this easy stuff right here because I know the rules. Right? Is that why you didn't write them down? That's good. You already know them. That's why you didn't write them down? That's good. I'm quite impressed. Wow. I haven't met a student who knows all 15 of the subject verb agreement rules. Yeah, I'm sorry. There it is. All right, so this is part 2. We will be beginning and completing part 3 on Monday. On Monday, because we do have our regular lessons on Monday. I would like to make a few comments. Okay, I want to just, if in this, I got to end this officially because